Hello and welcome to the Girl That Went For It podcast. I'm your host, Johanna Scholz, also known as Johanna Lian on Instagram, and author of Believe in Life, How to Dance in the Rain. If you want to live your dream life and become the best version of yourself, then this podcast is for you. I hope that I can inspire and encourage you to never give up and to always believe in yourself. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Johanna_Liana, for daily content. And now enjoy this episode. Welcome back to this episode. Today is a really special one. It's been a year since I started this podcast, so this is basically my podcast birthday. Woo! I am so grateful for you that you listen to this podcast, for your support, for your messages. Whenever I've received messages of you saying that you resonated with this topic or that my podcast episode helped you, honestly, it means the world to me. I am so beyond happy that I can help you, guide you with my podcast episodes, like besides doing my one-on-one coachings, my group coachings, and what I do on Instagram. I just love having this extra, outlet to share my thoughts with you. And I really love podcasting. I just love letting my thoughts out. I just love talking and I just love listening to podcasts myself. So I'm just so glad that I started this journey, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoy listening to my podcast. What would really help me is if you could leave a little review, if you could share this with your friends, with someone you think would love listening to what I have to say. Just thank you so much for all your support. It means the world to me. And I got a little something for you as a little thank you. So if you're listening to this at real time or in the first 3 days since this episode is going live, you will find a little special voucher for my Aligned Life Mastery course. And the code you can use, you click on the link in the show notes, and the code to use is podcast BDay. And once you do that, you see what you get. So if you are interested in what I have for you, or what the code is, click on the link for Aligned Life Mastery and put in the code podcast BDay and you'll see what you get. I'm also going to share a little snippet here, which I think is so powerful. That's from my first round Aligned Life Mastery. That was the group coaching, and now it's available as an online course. This message it's just so powerful, and I feel like everyone needs to hear this. In my group coachings or in my course, I don't plan what I'm saying. That actually popped up because one of the participants sent me a message, and I just had to share my thoughts on that. So listen to this. And I underlined this one here: not to stay where you are and make the best of it. I just want to let you know you're not on this earth to make the best of it. I'm going to say this again. You're not here to stay where you are and make the best of it. I mean, you are. I hope you make the best of everything, but not stay where you are and make the best of it. When you know you have goals that are out there, when you know that the job you're in right now doesn't feel right to you, don't make the best of it. When you know the relationship you're in right now is not the right one for you, don't make the best of it. When you know the city you live in is not the right one for you, don't make the best of it. Choose to follow your dream. That's all I can say over and over again. So this little special is for all of you who want to dive deeper into the mindset work, create a life that aligns with you, and choose your path. So check out the link. Today, we're going to talk about something that will absolutely change your life forever. Okay, let's see if you can hear the difference. I have to earn X amount of money so I can do all the fun stuff that I want to do, and that's when I'll be successful. Or I have to find the perfect partner so I can do all the cool things you do in a relationship, and that's when I'll be happy. That is a have, do, be mindset, and it's the worst you can do. Unfortunately, way too many people of us live by the have, do, be mindset, which means when they finally have XYZ, they can do XYZ and there will be XYZ. So I have to earn X amount of money
so I can do all the fun stuff that I want to do, and then I'll be successful or I'll be happy. Or I have to find the perfect partner so I can do all the fun stuff you do in a relationship, and then I'll be finally happy. So you see, like, you go from I have to do this so I can do that, and then I'll feel finally the certain way. And that's just the worst thing you can do, because you are so dependent on this thing that you have to feel a certain way. That's so bad, because that thing, whatever it is that you want to have, this is another good example. I have to earn a certain amount of money so I can buy this beautiful car and then I'll be happy. Like, that's all like things you depending your happiness on. Does that make sense? Okay, let's switch that. Let's move from have, do, be mindset to be, do, have mindset. I am so fulfilled and happy because I decide to do all the things that I enjoy, and I have so much more happiness because of that. I am the person I want to be. I do the things I want to do, and therefore I have the things I value. Decide to be the person you want to be and start showing up as him or her. Decide to be the person. Decide to be. Do all the things you want to do, and then you'll see the things you want to have or have are already there. Be, do, have. Not have, do, be. Not once I have this, I can do that and I'll be happy. No, we don't want that. I'm happy, I do this, and I have all the things that I need. It's really about changing this little order, like it will change your whole life. Way too often we think we have to achieve a certain things, we have to do this and that to finally feel happy. I bet all of us have been there before. When I have this job, I will finally do this and that. I will finally have time for XYZ. When I quit my job, I will finally have time for XYZ, or whatever it is. It's always like we always try to find something that we have to have so we can then do this and that and finally be happy. And that's the worst thing you can do. You're missing out on this beautiful thing called life. Decide to show up as the person you want to be. I'm repeating this because we need repetition to finally get things, so you can hear me repeating this. Decide to be the person you want to be. Do the things you want to do. Don't wait till you finally have this or that, and you will then have the life you always wanted to live. As soon as you start showing up as the person you want to be, want to get up earlier, do it. Want to get more into the fitness routine? I don't know. Don't wait until you have more time to do the workout to then feel happy. Start doing it. Start getting up earlier. Start doing the workout if that's something you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, just change your mindset, please. I challenge you to think about every time you tell yourself, oh, I have to do this so I can do this and finally be happy. Like, every time you realize that you have a have, do, be mindset, try to shift it to be, deciding to finally be, then do the things and have the life you want to live. Okay, let me share some more examples of the wrong mindset, the have, do, be mindset. That's wrong, and you will hear this soon. So, believing that accumulating material possessions such as a fancy car, a big house, or expensive gadgets will lead you to happiness and fulfillment, and therefore you're doing the following. You're working tirelessly to climb the corporate ladder, to pursuing high-paying jobs, and constantly seeking ways to increase wealth and possessions. Associating one's identity of self-worth with external markers of success, such as a job title or net worth. Believing that only by having more can one feel successful and worthy. This is so sad, isn't it? Another one would be chasing perfection, like striving for perfection in appearance and achievements or status, believing that only flawless success or perfection can lead to happiness. Engaging in relentless self-improvement efforts, constantly chasing after unattainable standards of perfection. Associating one's identity with external measures of success or flawlessness, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction when unable to meet unrealistic expectations. This is just so sad. Like, you're really trying to have this perfection, and that's why you do like X, Y, Z, and then finally you feel happy. Let me share a personal example that fits to my podcast journey. As mentioned, a year ago today, I launched my podcast and I shifted my mindset to be, do, have. I could have easily procrastinated it and not doing the podcast and saying something like, I have to save a lot of money and learn heaps about podcasting so I can upload the perfect podcast episode and be a good podcaster and happy and successful. So that's a wrong mindset. I have to save a lot of money so I can learn heaps about podcasting and invest in like microphone and whatnot. So that's like, I have to do this so I can upload the perfect podcast episode. And then I'll be a good podcaster and then I will be happy. That's like the wrong way to do this. So guess what? If I did think like that, I probably would have never started my podcast, because I would always think like, I need to have more to do this, and I would probably never feel ready either. So what I did instead, I decided to do the following. I'm happy about the chance to create a podcast and learn on the way. So I'm recording my first episode today. And because of that, I have beautiful conversations along the way, built a community, which then makes me able to buy more equipment for better podcasting. You know the shift here? So I'm happy with starting where I am today and enjoying the journey. Like, I'm deciding this and I am doing this now. I'm recording my podcast today and I know I will have beautiful conversations, which I also had, which will lead me then to my success, because I started to do, I started to be, I started to do, and now I have this beautiful community that listens to my podcast, and I'm so grateful for that. And I just want to share this reminder for you, like, it is so important to be. You can decide today to be the person you want to be, to do the things the person you want to be would do. I think I say this in so many episodes, like, you can be the person you've always dreamed of. You just have to decide to do it, to be, that's the thing. Because we always think in the future we'll be happy because by then we have X, Y, Z. And from someone who experienced how fragile life is, don't wait to be happy. Don't wait until you have a certain thing to finally be happy. Don't wait until you achieve this and that to finally do this or that. I mean, I get if you want to go on a holiday, you have to save money. That's a different thing. But still, you can have that mindset of, I'm happy now and I'm enjoying my life, I'm enjoying my job, and I save along the way, and then I have the perfect holiday. Deciding to be, I am happy right now and I'm doing what I love, and then I create the life that I want to live while doing it, while being it, being the person, while living the life I want to live. So that's my little reminder for you, my little pep talk for you today. Let me know if you needed this. Send me a message on Instagram if you needed this little podcast, and let me know if you caught yourself saying, I have to do certain things to do this and then be happy. Like, that's the wrong mindset. Okay, let me repeat the right mindset again for you. Be, do, have. Being and doing leads to having, not the other way around. I would love to hear your examples. I would love to hear your mindset shift. I would love you to send me through what you decide to be, to do, and therefore, as a result out of that, will have. I'd love to hear that. All right, that's today's episode. Just a little reminder, if you want to learn more about mindset, about how your mind works and why you have certain thoughts and certain beliefs, check out my little surprise for you. Go into the link in the show notes and put in podcast B-Day at checkout. and you'll have a little surprise in the next, for the next 3 days. So countdown is ticking. I hope you'll listen to this episode in the first 3 days so you get this little surprise. All right, have an amazing day. Talk soon. Bye.